and Miracles. I'm Carrie Angel here with the beautiful Karen Palmer. Hi, Karen.
Hello.
And our Chanting and Course in Miracles family, we have Christine Elizabeth,
Hello, everyone.
Auntie Jean L'Oreal,
Welcome, everyone.
and Charlie Charming Coons.
Hello and welcome, everyone.
Alrighty, we're going to get right to it. I'm going to ask Karen to please lead us into our hearts.
Okay, so let's just take a nice, very gentle and easy breath in through our nose. And just hold your teeth together and breathe out through your nose, making sort of a humming sound. And let yourself just breathe this gentle breath, letting everything just float past you. Nothing in this world is real. It's all false. It's all been invented. In a false belief. And it's time to wake up. It's time to stay awake and not go back to sleep again. It's time to rest as the eternal presence, the eternal love, the eternal joy that we are. All is one. All is light. All is. And then we stop talking. Letting that be the truth. We drop into the heart. This is where we are in complete harmony and wholeness and happiness. The heart is the opening door to all is. Let yourself know this with a certainty and an absolute oneness, an absolute truth, an absolute trust. And if there is parts that make you feel as though you still feel like, I don't know, that's okay. Just keep giving that over to the heart of harmony. Just keep handing it over. Hand over fist, let it go. The one who thinks it needs to figure things out, the one who feels like it has to be intellectual, the one who feels like it needs to say something or do something, the one who feels like it has to be somebody. Let that all just dissolve into the heart of harmony, the heart of happiness, the heart of wholeness, and live as wholehearted, perfect love, walking in gratitude. This is the way we live. This is the way we accept this for ourselves into our own heart. which awakens the heart to the truth of who we are, so that we can radiate that truth and extend it to all creation and all life. When we see a plant that needs watering, when we see an animal that needs a hug or food or our care, this is absolute oneness revealing itself to us. When we see a person who is struggling with the awareness of who they are, we radiate not with our words, but with the light that is one with them. Because there is no them, there is only the light. There is only all is. All is one. All is love. All is light. We radiate all is, and then we cease to speak. And from that place, we remember that we are the love and that we walk in that love in gratitude. And that gratitude is the way that we see and hear and use our five senses. So that was my day today. I really replaced my five senses with love and gratitude. When any thought came up, when any emotion came up, when anything from the past, any memories, any anxiety about the future, everything I did today, I just kept replacing everything that came up that was not love and gratitude with love and gratitude. And it was a magical day.
I bet it was, Karen, because gratitude just puts you in that place of peace, love, and joy. Anytime we start thinking about what we have to be grateful for, we find more things to be grateful for, right?
And it's funny because when we're stuck, when we get stuck back or we get sucked back into the dream and we get sucked back into the illusion and we're in the illusion and we can feel ourselves being like pulled in, like health insurance, Medi-Cal, all the things we have to really look at, and we have to be present with that. We have to accept that. What if we turn it around and we are so grateful for it, so grateful for the irritation, so grateful for the experience of the contrast from not being in peace and feeling that conflict come up, and then instantly saying, I'm ready for the correction. I'm grateful for you to show me this differently. Let me see this person on the phone who I'm feeling like I'm having a disconnect with. Let me see this person as absolute oneness. And instantly it shifts, it changes. It's like all you have to do is ask. So I'm amazed and grateful.
Indeed, me too. Yeah, I love what it says in the insights about that. As I learn to look past the behavior I disapprove of, the words that seem to hurt, and see the love I share with all things, gratitude fills my heart. I no longer need to defend. I no longer need to compare myself with anything or anyone. This full recognition of the love I am dawns upon my mind. The search is over. I've found what I am, and what I am encompasses all of life. For what I am is one with love, my source. Love fills me and is my strength. Love is my safety and my peace. And that's what I was saying when we feel gratitude, we have that peace inside of us. We've come to that place that everything is an illusion except that love. And we can be grateful for everything in our lives. I love this lesson. Love is the way I walk in gratitude. How did you all do with it? Anybody else want to share your day and what you did and how it felt for you?
Good and joyful. We have friends and moms too. But they so mom was season the coming after we would have 400 friends. 400 my friends to grow and
400
love.
plants to grow. Wow, that's a lot of plants.
Yep. Moms.
Well, I'm always getting little slightly different things from the lesson than other people. What became so visible to me in this lesson is that we ourselves cannot have our peace or our salvation until we give that to others, until we see others as ourselves. And like there's one line in the story where it says, when we lead others to their the light, to their deliverance, then we see that the way is open for us. So I think being grateful and thankful and for everyone and everything, if we don't have that, we're not in peace either. We have to have that to be in peace. And and that's involved with forgiveness too. So I keep getting hit over the head with this, but that's good because that's what I need to work on. And I wanted to say something, and it's going to sound crazy, but when you pray, when you do the meditation and we go into our hearts, the light comes in. I'm sure it does to everybody. Once you get into that space, you see the light. Most of the time, I see the light is coming down into me and into my heart. And this time, for some reason, it seemed more like the light went up from my heart. That sounds crazy. And it reminded me of lightning. When lightning strikes the earth, there's a debate as to whether the lightning comes from the clouds or it comes up from the earth. Because in some cases, it looks like it comes from the earth. And I was thinking that's the way the light is from above, that it's a two-way thing. And what I heard in my head was it didn't matter. What matters is the connection. It doesn't matter if it's going up, coming down. That's just words. What matters is the connection. So anyway, I just felt like I had to say that.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. It's all about the light. And it's all about us remembering that we are all one light and that we are all one mind, that we are all one heart, and we are one soul, having this experience of an illusion that we're separate and that we are experiencing separate lives and separate minds and separate ideas. And all of that is when we come back to the gratitude, like what Teri was saying, when we come back to the gratitude, we feel that oneness and the light just turns on. And when we, and like Auntie Jean said, when she closes her eyes, the light turns on. And when I'm going into us to share what's going to come out of my mouth, I'm backing up. I'm backing up so that the light can come through. Because I don't want Karen speaking at that time at all. I don't want this character to have anything to say anymore. I want her to be as quiet as possible.
And we get in the way sometimes, don't we? We get in the way.
That I know mind is the one that, especially, like, it was so funny because I was, all ready, and I was so prepared for, our health insurance to be an issue, and that we had to renew and we had to do everything, and I had to get all the tax papers or all the stuff. So I'm planning in my head, Miss I know everything mind. And I'm like, as the observer, I'm watching her gathering the papers, talking to the accountant, putting everything in line, and I'm just kind of giggling at the ridiculousness of how she totally thinks she knows exactly what to do, exactly what to say, exactly. And then everything just kind of hits the fan. And I think,
Say the last word.
and I think, oh, well, okay, Spirit, you take over. And I just kind of laughed at myself as I was watching the whole thing, because we take certain, we compartmentalize. This is mine to take care of. And then we gently take it from Spirit and think, I know how to handle this. I know what to do with this. But instantly it was like, oh, I have no clue.
It's like Mary Magdalene's card this morning said, surrender. Surrender to God. Which, surrender has a bad connotation, but that's not what she means. She means just give it to Him. Stop trying to be the know-all, do-all. Surrender. And I loved it. So, I'm sorry.
For what?
I'm going to have to get my own TikTok show or something so I can talk about
Yeah.
this.
Oh, I would love that, Auntie Jean. That would be great.
Another dollar.
Yeah, I did it too with Thank you. Remind me.
Yeah, it was a good lesson. I really liked it. I'm always in the gratitude, so always grateful to. So today's lesson just reinforced it. Yeah. Pam says, have you claimed your gifts today? Find a place inside where there's joy, and your joy will burn out the pain. And that was Joseph Campbell who said that. But yeah, it's like, all those things that you see every day, the stars outside, all the caterpillars, the bugs, the creepy crawlers, all nature, and trees, and everything you're grateful for. Yeah. And yeah, it was really good. I liked it.
I thought it was too. I'm grateful for all of you.
Yeah.
We're so grateful for you. And we're grateful for each other. That's the thing, is that we're a pattern. We're a pattern for what the world should be. That's why Jesus said, don't hide your light under a bushel basket.
That's right.
Shine it.
Shine it.
And shine your light so that people can see that light. that's really, besides forgiveness, that's our function, is to shine that light.
Our next lesson, huh?
Our next lesson coming up. Boy, we're approaching that 200 mark of the lessons, aren't we?
Mhm.
And those are going to be reviews again.
Yeah.
Oh, are there going to be reviews? Whoops!
That's our
I
last
looked at-
review of the for the year. Then we go into true perception. So this is still the undoing.
Okay.
Absolutely. There's a lot to undo.
This one here is a doozy for us to hear.
Okay.
So let's ask Spirit right here to help us. How would you have us hear this? How would you have us hear this? It can be, but myself I crucify. When this is firmly understood and kept in full awareness, you will not attempt to harm yourself, nor make your body slave to vengeance. You will not attack yourself, and you will realize that to attack another is but to attack yourself. You will be free of the insane belief that to attack a brother saves yourself, and you will understand this safety is your own. And in his healing, you are healed. Perhaps at first, you will not understand how mercy, limitless, and with all things held in its sure protection, can be found in the idea that we practice for today. It may, in fact, appear to be a sign that punishment can never be escaped because the ego, under what it sees as threat, is quick to cite the truth and to save its lies. Yet, must it fail to understand the truth, it uses thus. But you can learn to see these foolish applications and deny the meaning they appear to have. Thus do you also teach your mind that you are not an ego. For the ways in which the ego would distort the truth will not deceive you any longer. You will not believe that you are a body to be crucified, and you will see within today's idea the light of resurrection, looking past all thoughts of crucifixion and of death to thoughts of liberation and of life. Today's idea is one step we take in leading us from bondage. Oh, Ash is here.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Josh.
Okay. Today's idea is one step we take in leading us from bondage to the state of perfect freedom. Let us take this step that we may quickly go the way that freedom shows us, taking every step in this appointed sequence as the mind relinquishes its burdens one by one. It is not time we need for this, it is but willingness. For what would seem to need 1,000 years can easily be done in one instant by the grace of God. The dreary, hopeless thought that you can make attacks on others and escape yourself has nailed you to the cross. Perhaps it seemed to be salvation, yet it merely stood for the belief the fear of God is real. And what is that but hell? Who could believe his father is deadly enemy, separate from him, and waiting to destroy his life and blot him from the universe, without the fear of hell upon this heart? Such is the form of madness that you believe. If you accept the fearful thought that you can attack another and be free of it yourself. Until this form is changed, there is no hope. Until you see that this at least, must be entirely impossible, how could there be escape? The fear of God is real to anyone who thinks this thought is true, and he will not perceive it foolishness or even see that it's there, so that it would be possible to question it. To question it at all, its form must first be changed at least as much as will be permitted, fear of retaliation to abate, and the responsibility returned to some extent to you. From there, you can at least consider if you want to go along this painful path until this shift has been accomplished. You cannot perceive that it is but your own thoughts that bring you fear, and your deliverance depends on you. Our next step will be very easy. If you take this one today, from there we go ahead quite rapidly. For once you understand that it is impossible that you be hurt except by your own thoughts, the fear of God must disappear. You cannot then believe that fear is caused without, and God, whom you had thoughts to banish, can be welcomed back within the holy mind he never left. Salvation's song can certainly be heard in the idea we practice for today. If it can be, but you crucify, you did not hurt the world, and you need not fear its vengeance or pursuit, nor need you hide in terror from the deadly fear of God projection hides behind. The thing you dread the most is your freedom. You are strong, and its strength is what you want, and you are free and glad of freedom. You have sought to be both weak and bound because you feared that your strength and wisdom, yet salvation lies in them. There is an instant in which terror seems to grip your mind so wholly that escape appears quite hopeless. When you realize once and for all that it is you that you fear, the mind perceives itself as split, and this had been concealed while you believed attack could be directed outward and returned from outside to within. It seemed to be an enemy outside you had to fear, and thus a God outside yourself became your mortal enemy and your source of fear. Now, for an instant, is a murderer perceived within you, eager for your death, intent on plotting punishment for you until the time when it can kill at last. Yet, in this instant is the time as well in which salvation comes, for the fear of God has disappeared, and you can call on him to save you from the illusions by this love. Calling him Father and yourself a child, pray that the instant may be soon, today. Step back from fear and make an advance to love. There is no thought of God that does not go with you to help you reach that instant and to go beyond it quickly, surely, and forever. When the fear of God is gone, there is no obstacle that seems to be remained between you and the holy peace of God. How kind and merciful is the idea we practice. Give it welcome as you should, for it is your release. It is indeed but you, your mind, can try to crucify, yet your redemption too will come from you.
Well,
Hello, Asha.
it can be done.
Isabel.
Hi. Hi, Asha. All right, we're going to put our chanting hats on. And our first chant Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. And we have Isabel with us in the audience. Hi,
Hi,
sweet Isabel. So, Karen, can we talk
Yeah.
about Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha?
Okay, so this is where we're going to do this 3 times slow, and then we'll have our family chant together 108 times. And the beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number. And then beautiful Teri Angel will lead us in a short meditation on freedom, and then we'll go into our next chant. So we declare that all illusions be removed. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. We declare that all barriers, conflicts, and violence be removed. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. We declare that all illusions, illness, and allergies be removed. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Om.
Let's breathe into our heart center. Breathing in love, breathing in light, and breathing in that energy of freedom that comes as we release everything else and we focus solely on our heart and our connection from our heart to the divine, then from our heart to each other. Feel that energy of freedom as we move forward into our next chant, and let that feeling just really be with you as you say each of the words of this chant of Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. And we welcome in our Marlene. Hello, Marlene. Thank you for being with us. The miracle of Marlene showed up for the miracle chant. So, so Karen, would you talk about this chant, please?
Yes, so this is where we're going to chant 3 times slow, and then we'll chant 108 times all together. And beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number. And then beautiful Teri Angel will lead us in the next part of our session. So we declare that all are accepting, aligning, allowing, and awake. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. We declare that all are happy and healthy. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. We declare that all live in peace and harmony and are open and ready to receive miracles. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Let's turn back to our hearts now with the breath. So taking that breath in, just feel it. Just be and allow that energy to speak to you as it enters your heart. The energy of love, because love is all there is. And that love is our birthright coming to us from the Creator, from the divine, however you believe and however you see that highest being that exists. And let's give honor right now by chanting Om. Om is the cosmic sound of Source God energy. And we're going to chant it 3 times and then hold love in our hearts for just a moment before we give it away. So join us by taking a deep breath and let's chant Om. We connect in to love, that beautiful energy in our hearts. It increases the light that's going out from us, raises our vibration, and we become vibrating at that highest frequency that is. That is the frequency of love. So we're going to send that out into the world. We're going to add our vibration in with all the collective energy that's in the world right now and sending out this blast of love as we're doing with the intention that it's going to create a wave of energy that can be felt in every human's heart, every animal's heart, in all of nature, in all the waterways. Let's send it out together. Let's take a deep breath in, focusing on love, and send it with your out breath. Send it out on assignment that no matter who feels it, they're going to know they've been touched by something very positive, very warm, and very loving. Om Shanti Shanti. Om Peace. 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 May peace prevail on our earth. Om Shanti. Every night, didn't that feel good? Every night we make a declaration that there is peace on earth, and we ask our Christine to lead us in this as we can all say it together because the words are up on the screen. So,
Yes,
Chris,
we do this every night. prayer that peace on love, everyone, and loving, and Pepe, a baby Betty, baby Diva, baby Sunny, baby Ringo, Harry with two, 1, 2, 3.
We declare
And
there
this
is peace on earth,
And we
And
declare
and we declare
declare
that peace
It's
begins inside of us.
inside us, so this
always.
praise
ever and ever.
forever.
Amen.
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 And we've been doing this as a group that created a movement, and the group is known as the
The
Or
P
Peace
for
for
Peace
peace.
for
peace.
Peace. Yes, the Peace for Peace been doing this for 1,162 days now and counting.
And the peas are rolling on, and
Mm.
peace rolling into our world at a super fast rate. And we have Karen P and Chris P, Sunny P, and Teri Super P Mom, and Charlie P, and Asha P, and Gracie P, who's not here, but she's always with us in spirit, and Isabel P, and Marlene P, and anybody else who's out there listening. And not only that, we have peace all over the world. And the only question I have for you is,
Why
Did
you
you
where did
like
you like
to
to
be
be
a
a
me
piece
peace
too?
too? Hope you will, because that'll bring more peace into the earth. And remember to be kind. It all starts with kindness. And I love you all.
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. And don't forget to go to 10 million for worldpeace.org and join our movement that we're aligned with to bring in 10 million people meditating every day starting September 1st for 7 minutes a day. And you can go onto that website, there's a share page, and you can just use what we've typed up there for you to send a message to somebody and say, we'd love to have you involved too. So join with us on that effort and in bringing more peace into our world just through being kind, loving on each other, being respectful, honoring our earth. And let's just do this thing. We can usher in that 1,000 years of world peace that Nostradamus has predicted is going to happen. And I feel it's happening already. We are ushering it in a big way. So we'll be back tomorrow. We'll do it all over again. Thank you for
Mm-hmm.
joining us. We leave you with
Namaste.
Namaste, yo.
bye, everyone.
Bye.
Good night, Isabel. Good night,
Well,
Irene. Good night, Gracie, wherever you may
you'll
be.
be